Namaste. Welcome to this short yoga practice. This section is really the center of what we did in our class today, but without all of the other bits and pieces. It's designed this video so that you can use it in your yoga practice at home. But if you have never practiced with me before or you didn't do this in class, please watch the video first because it's a little bit complicated with lefts and rights. I know this because this is my third attempt at recording it because I keep getting the instructions wrong. So we are going to start in a cross-legged position, but at the end of our mats. You want a little bit of space on either side of your mat because we're going to roll on and off the mats. And you probably want your screen set up on the left-hand side of your mat if you're going to look at it during the practice. With your right leg crossed in front of your left, just spend a moment sitting tall, preparing for practice, finding length in the body, and just maybe a moment of stillness for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Then we're going to take the left hand behind us, turn to the left, and move the right hand around as well as we pivot on the toes and come into this little crouching position. From here, we're going to work the hands forward and come into downward facing dog, maybe stepping the feet a little closer together. We're pressing chest to thighs and lengthening one heel and then the other to the floor. You can turn the back of the head, turn the head from side to side as you need to. And then bringing the knees down to the mat, we're going to take the hands a little bit further forward and wide apart so we can make room for a baby waving vinyasa. So hips come to heels. And then from here, with that sense of length under the arms, we're pressing off the toes to round forward as the shoulders come over the hands, gliding the shoulder blades towards each other, firm in the belly and the buttocks, soft in the elbows, and then press up through the body and rounding the hips back to the heels. Let's do that 2 more times. We're rounding forward, pressing off the toes, opening the chest as the shoulders come over the hands, gliding the shoulder blades down, firm in belly and buttocks, and then pressing up first and back, hips to heels. This time we're going to round all the way forward, open the chest, but here instead of going back the way, we're going to come to the floor. So we're going to make a pillow out of the hands, tuck the toes flat, maybe turn the toes in and the heels out, and take a moment to rest in stillness. Maybe wiggle the hips from side to side if you prefer, for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now, if you want to, you can move yourself to the left-hand side of your mat because we're going to roll towards the right. And here we're trying to keep the forehead down on the hands and the upper body quite passive. Press the right foot to the floor, firm the belly and the buttocks, and lift the left leg up, a long straight leg behind you. It doesn't matter how high it goes. And lower down. One more time like that. We're pressing the right foot down, but lifting the left leg up, firm in that buttock, and lower down. Now let's add something on. We're going to lift the left leg up and then gently bend the knee just a little to lift the toes a little higher, then lengthen and lower. One more like that to lift the left leg up, soften the knee to bend, lengthen and lower. This time we're going to lift the left leg up, soften the knee, and then keeping the upper body quite passive, reach the left foot over behind the body to the right, and then return the hips to center, lengthen the left leg, and lower down. Nice and firm in the belly, keep pressing the right foot to the floor, lift the left leg up, soften the knee, reach the toes behind the body to the right, return the hips to center, lengthen the leg, and lower down. Now this time we're going to add on again, so wriggle yourself if you need wriggling. We're going to press down with the right foot, lift the left leg,
soften the knee, and then we're reaching the right hand forward. And as we roll the left foot to the right, we're going to roll all the way to the right. So we end up lying on our back with our left leg bent and foot on the floor, right arm and leg extended away from the body. From here, bring the arms down to the sides, and we're going to lift the right leg up into the air. So we've got the right leg extended directly up, left foot on the floor, knee bent. We're rolling the shoulders and the back of the body into the floor, firming the buttock and lifting the hips as high as we can in a one-legged bridge, and then lowering down. Keeping the right leg extended up. It doesn't matter if the knee is bent, but just extending. Drawing the left knee into the chest and the head towards the knee. And we're going to use drawing the right foot down to draw us up into an upright sitting position. And here, pressing into the left foot, we're going to hold onto the left leg with the right arm and take the left hand behind us for a little seated twist. And here, a gentle lift in the belly muscles, softening the shoulders down, and just turning as far as feels comfortable. We're not straining, we're not forcing. We're going to unwind, hold on to the left leg with the left arm, take the right hand behind us, and do the same twist to the opposite side. Unwinding, and here we're going to allow the left knee to fall out to the left side. So we find ourselves lifted and ready for Janu Shirshasana. So we're doing a slightly different variation of Janu Shirshasana. So we're going to sit really tall, take the back of the left hand and sweep it towards the right foot. So we come into a slightly spiraling forward bend. And then as we sit tall, taking the left hand behind the left hip, pressing down, lifting the hips up so that we come onto the left shin and the right foot, and take the right arm around the body and release down. And we're going to do that once more. So sitting in, ready for Janu Shirshasana, back of the left hand towards the right foot, a little spiraling, twisting fold, and then reaching up, taking the left hand behind the left hip, coming onto the shin and the right hand to reach left hand, reach the right arm around the body, and then bring the hips back down. It's really confusing for lefts and rights. From here, we're going to draw the left knee in and then hug it towards us to go back the way we came, rolling onto our backs. We'll take the left foot to the floor, arms down by the side, and we'll take another one of those lovely one-legged bridges. And then from here, we're going to lower the right leg down, extend the right arm over the head or past the ear, and press off the left foot to roll back onto our bellies, rolling to the left. When you arrive on your belly again, just taking a moment in stillness, turning the toes slightly in, the heels slightly out, maybe rolling the hips slightly from side to side, but mostly finding support for the front of the body, and stillness if you wish, for a couple of deep breaths. From here, we're going to take the hands underneath the shoulders and bring ourselves back into that extended child's pose. And I'm going to center myself on the mat so that we can do another couple of waving vinyasas. So again, baby ones, we're reaching the hands far forward, the hips are on the heels or there or thereabouts. Press off the feet to round through the spine, drawing the shoulder blades back to open the chest as you come into that beautiful open and back bend, and then pressing up and back into the extended child's pose, or puppy dog pose if you prefer. Pressing off the feet to round forward, gliding the shoulder blades down to open the chest, firm belly and buttocks, soft elbows, and then pressing up and rounding back. Last time, coming forward as you round. And this time we're going to allow the body to find the mat, lying on the front of the body,
and shifting ourselves to the right-hand side of the mat, resting the forehead on the back of the hands. If you want to take a moment, turning toes in and heels out and giving yourself a wiggle or some stillness, then feeling free to do that. When you're ready, you can bring the thighs towards each other, press the left foot this time into the floor, firm the belly and the buttocks, lift the right leg up, and gently lower down. We're pressing down with the left foot as we lift the right leg up, firm in that side of the body, particularly behind the leg, and lower down. This time, as we lift the right leg up, we're going to soften the knee. So we lift the toes a little higher, then extend the leg and lower down. Pressing down with the left foot still, lift the right leg up, softly bend the knee to lift the toes a little more, lengthen the leg and lower down. And now we add on that little twist. So we are lifting the right leg, softening the knee, and then reaching the toes behind the body to the left, and then returning the hips to center, lengthen your leg and lower down. One more time like that, lifting the right leg up, bending the knee, reaching the toes behind the body to the left, and returning to center, lengthening the leg and lowering down. This time, we're going to roll all of the way. So we press the left foot down, lift the right leg, bend the knee, lengthen the left arm, and then as you reach the foot behind the body, you roll to the left and come into a lying down pose with your right arm and leg extended, left knee bent. No, left arm and leg extended, right knee bent and foot on the floor. We're going to bring the arms down by the sides and lift the left leg up into the air. So pressing into the right foot and pressing the back of the body into the floor, we're going to lifting the hips up as high as feels comfortable into our one-legged bridge and then lowering down. Here we're going to keep that left leg extended, draw the right knee into the chest and the head towards the knee, and then use the momentum of drawing the left foot to the floor to sit upright. Here we're trying to sit as tall as we can, wrapping the left arm around the right leg and twisting to the right, pressing the right hand down so we lengthen the spine, soften the shoulders, maybe activate the belly muscles, taking that twist. And then unwinding, swapping arms, holding on to the right leg with the right arm, taking the left hand behind us to open and to a little twist to that left side. And then coming back to center, we're going to let the right knee fall out to the right. I'm just going to scoot myself back onto my mat. It's a bit more comfortable for when we come to do the baby wild things. And then we're sitting tall in Janu Shirshasana legs. The back of the right hand sweeps towards the left leg as we come into the spiraling fold, and then reaching up, the right hand comes behind the right hip. We roll onto the shin, and the left foot to make a big circle around the body with the left hand, and then release the hips down. Coming back to center, taking the back of the right hand towards the left foot, reaching up and over, right hand behind the right hip, lifting onto the right shin, the left leg, and extending that arm around the body. As we come back to center, we gather the right knee in, shift yourself a little bit over if you'd like to, and then holding the knee towards you, roll back onto your back, leave the left leg extended, take the right foot to the floor, backs of the arms and shoulders pressing down, lifting the hips into your one-legged bridge pose. And then as you release, you can lengthen the left leg to the floor, reach the left arm past the left ear, and then roll to your left as you come into lying on the belly again. Taking a few deeper breaths.
Maybe wiggling the hips if you feel that that's comfortable or needed or necessary. And then from here, hands underneath the body, we're pressing up and then back into that extended child's pose. Forehead to the floor, or perhaps to the backs of the arms, if that feels better. You can have your knees together apart or anywhere in between. And then we finished by coming onto the hands and knees, and we're going to leave the right hand on the floor, come up onto your toes and twist your body to the left so that you come back to sitting at the front of your mat or the end of your mat again. And as you come into sitting, just relaxing, finding a little stillness to observe the effect of your practice. And then, if you like, do the whole thing again. So I hope you've enjoyed this little sequence. It's a really nice way to use the floor to our advantage. So we, by rolling around, we get the opportunity to really ground lots of parts of the body that don't normally feel the support of the floor. It's very good for releasing tension and trauma from the body. And because we do so many lovely wriggly movements, particularly the spirals and the twists and the back bends, the body just loves stuff like that. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll join another session a different time, and I look forward to seeing you then. Namaste.